I love the fact that Anthony Edwards not only has this killer instinct, but he also seems goofy. He's smiling half the time on the court, but it's not this smiling like, haha, fun, I want to talk to you, I'm your friend kind of smiling. It's kind of like this, I'm better than all of you guys. I'm having the time of my life out here. Just look at that cute little face. What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita and welcome to the Courtside Club. As you can see, I have Sky sitting on my lap, but I do not have the heart right now to put her elsewhere. So I hope that you guys don't mind if she's sitting on my lap for maybe this entire video. We have got to talk about Anthony Edwards. I'm sure you guys have seen the buzz over social media over the past 24 hours, but there are some crazy comparisons going on right now with Anthony Edwards. We've seen the videos, we've seen the side-by-side photos, but we have to ask the question today, is Anthony Edwards the next Michael Jordan of the NBA? Before I even break things down, you guys let me know in the comments right now if you think that Anthony Edwards is the next MJ or if this is just crazy to even talk about. Bye, Sky. Last night, the Minnesota Timberwolves swept the Phoenix Suns. Anthony Edwards ended the game with 40 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Anthony Edwards actually had the chance in this series to send home his favorite basketball player of all time in Kevin Durant. This to me is highlighting the new era of the NBA. I tweeted it last night. I said, hopefully tonight ended super teams and forced big threes. The NBA is healing. For the last 10 years in the NBA, we have seen a lot of super teams, a lot of NBA superstars going to different teams to play with their friends, a lot of players acting as GMs and recruiting different players to come play with them. We have seen this over the years. I feel like LeBron, who has been the face of the NBA, has spearheaded that movement, firstly with his move to Miami, and then after that, going back to Cleveland, after that, going to the Lakers. He has been the one who kind of spearheaded this movement. We saw Kevin Durant do it, leaving OKC to go with the Warriors. We've seen this happen with many of guys. It might have been fun in the beginning, but I feel like NBA fans are getting to a place where the league has not been that competitive because of all these friendships and forced rosters. But now we are seeing teams like the New York Knicks, like the Minnesota Timberwolves, like the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have these homegrown organic rosters that have been put together, and they are showing that that is actually the recipe of success. We are seeing new superstars being born. And with that being said, we might have a new face of the NBA. We've talked about this before on my channel, but LeBron is nearing the end of his career. He said multiple times that he only has a few years left in him. We have Steph Curry, who is getting older. We have guys like Chris Paul, who might only have a few years left. We have guys like Kyrie getting older. The superstars that we have known over the past 20 years are phasing their way out. And my question has always been, who is next? And now I know who's next. It's Anthony Edwards, hands down. And there's one trait that makes Anthony Edwards stand out from every other young superstar in the league today, and that is his mentality. What really stood out to me is this interview that he did recently, I think it was after the Game 3 win, where he was asked about his mindset going into playoffs, and he essentially said that I'm just going to kill everything in my path.
I just want to kill everything in front of me, man. That's the main thing. Pretty much. That's all it is to it.
There was another interview where Anthony Edwards was being asked about the comparisons between him and Michael Jordan, and he said he doesn't like to hear that because MJ is the GOAT. But then he was asked if MJ could guard him, and he said, hell no.
Pat Bev, great guy. He said that you could be the next Michael Jordan.
I just want him to stop. Yeah.
Why?
Just because he's the greatest to ever play basketball. And I'm so far from it.
But if that era was today, do you feel like MJ could guard you?
Hell no. No.
A lot of fans talk about how they feel like the NBA is softer now. It doesn't have that competitive edge that we felt in the 90s and the early 2000s and the 80s and beyond. It just doesn't have that grit and that energy that fans want. Sometimes it's not about just how amazing you are on the court. People want to see that edge. People want to see the competition. And something that I've actually loved about these NBA playoffs is it's getting chippy. There's been a few fights here and there. There's been some shoving and pushing and players just really getting engaged. And that's something that we haven't seen that much of. And I just love the fact that Anthony Edwards has this mindset, because I feel like that is the key that needs to be turned. The next generation of the NBA has to have that love and that passion and that fire, and doesn't just want to go out there and create teams and play with their friends and ring chase. That era of the NBA is dead. And I think it has to be dead in order for the NBA to find success and excitement, to find success and excitement moving forward. I love the fact that Anthony Edwards not only has this killer instinct, but he also seems goofy. He's smiling half the time on the court, but it's not this smiling like, haha, fun, I want to talk to you, I'm your friend kind of smiling. It's kind of like this, I'm better than all of you guys. I'm having the time of my life out here. I love this game. I love this game. I love this position that I'm in. I love to win. I love to dunk on your head. You know, he's doing celebrations. He's cursing in interviews. It's funny. He doesn't care about getting fined. Like, he's bringing the entertainment that we might not have had in a while, and I kind of love it. And not only just that, he's also putting up crazy numbers on the court. Just in this postseason, his field goal percentage is 51.2%, three-point percentage 44%, and he's averaging 31 points a game. Between Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Victor Wembanyama, I feel like the NBA will be in a good space. All three of these guys, not only amazing talents on the court, but I think that they have that mentality that we haven't seen. And I have been one who's been a little bit pessimistic about the NBA because I've been getting pissed off by just the level of competition, guys changing teams, chasing money, chasing rings. I hope that the core of young stars that we have here and these small market teams that are building and that are building this excitement, they continue to do so. But you guys let me know, who is the next face of the league? Is it Anthony Edwards? Has he already proven himself just in these first 4 games? And also let me know, do you think that this is the end of super teams? Do you think this is the end of ring chasing and forced big threes, putting these superstar players together that don't really make sense, but on paper they look great? Do you think this is the end of that? Do you hope it is? Make sure that you guys thumbs up this video, hit that little subscribe button because I upload new videos every single week. And with that, ooh-wee-na. Bye.